Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Inside and Out. On this video, we continue looking at Terry Funk's career. And, Jack, I think you're going to get us started.
January the 4th, 1967 at Fair Park Coliseum in Lubbock, Texas. Terry Funk and Bobby Duncum defeated Alex Perez and Tora Tanaka. And then on January the 5th, 1967 at the Sports Arena in Amarillo, Texas, Dory and Terry and Dan Miller defeated Gene Kaninsky, Killer Carl Cox, and Tora Tanaka in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And then on January the 10th, Ector County Coliseum, Odessa, Texas, Tora Tanaka, Art Nelson, and the Destroyer versus Dory and Terry Funk, Dory Funk Jr. and Terry Funk, and Wahoo McDaniel. And then January the 11th, Fair Park Coliseum, again in Lubbock, Art Nelson and Brute Bernard defeated Dory Funk Jr. and Terry Funk. And then the Sports Arena on the 12th in Amarillo, Texas, Dory Funk and Terry Funk defeated Art Nelson and Pat O'Connor by disqualification. January the 15th, we go to the Civic Auditorium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Bobby Duncum versus Terry Funk, winner unknown. And then January the 17th, 1967, Ector County Coliseum in Odessa again. Reptile number 1 and number 2 versus Terry Funk and Salento Rodriguez.
All right, I gotta ask a question. What was these reptiles? Reptiles 1 and 2. Has anybody ever saw? I couldn't find a picture or nothing.
I don't know, but they didn't make spandex, snakeskin spandex back then, so they were having to pull something.
All right, I just wanted to know if anybody ever saw them because I tried to find photographs of them. I never saw them. I wanted to see if they really did look like reptiles or it was just they were just snakes in the ring. All right, go ahead.
January the 18th, 1967, at the Auditorium Arena in Denver, Colorado, Chris Markoff and versus Terry Funk ended without a winner as a time limit draw. January the 23rd, Fair Park Arena in Abilene, Texas, Terry Funk and Salento Rodriguez defeated Professor Tanaka and Dick Steinborn. Then February the 2nd, Sports Arena in Amarillo again, Terry Funk defeated Dickie Steinborn, the champion, by disqualification to capture the NWA North American Heavyweight title, the Amarillo version, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. February the 2nd, 1967, Sports Arena in Amarillo, Texas, Dory Funk and Terry Funk defeated Mike DiBiase and Dick Steinborn in a lights-out match. February the 7th, Ector County Coliseum in Odessa, Texas, Dick Steinborn versus Terry Funk, winner unknown, lumberjack match. February the 13th, Fair Park Arena in Abilene, Texas, Medics number 1 and 2 defeated Terry Funk and Salento Rodriguez.
Hey, you think them reptiles and them medics were the same people?
Could have been. They're sneaky. They're snakes.
But that wait. I'm sorry. That's Eddie Graham. That we're talking about Nick Goulas. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead.
February the 15th, 1967, Auditorium Arena in Denver, Colorado. Terry Funk defeated Waldo Von Erich by disqualification. And then on February 22nd, 1967, Fair Park Coliseum in Lubbock, Texas, the Medics 1 and 2 defeated Terry Funk and Dan Miller for the NWA Southwest Tag Team Championship.
All right.
Terry Funk then makes his way to Florida, Championship Wrestling for Florida. And there you go.
There you go. Jacksonville's Veterans Memorial Coliseum, Jacksonville, Florida, on April the 6th, 1967. It's Ronnie Garvin versus Terry Funk, and it was a time limit draw. War Memorial Auditorium, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on April the 7th, 1967. Terry Funk and Luis Torres versus Ronnie and Terry Garvin, winner unknown. Polo Grounds in West Palm Beach, Florida, on April the 10th, 1967. It's Terry Funk and Bronco Kelly defeating Rocket and Sputnik Monroe in a 2 out of 3 fall match. City Auditorium in Ocala, Florida, on April the 13th, 1967. The Great Malenko versus Terry Funk, winner unknown. National Guard Army, Lakeland, Florida, on April the 22nd, 1967. Terry Funk defeated Bill Dromo by disqualification. Back at War Memorial Auditorium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on April the 28th, 1967, is Hiro Matsuda versus Terry Funk. Jacksonville Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Jacksonville, Florida. On May the 4th, 1967, Terry Funk defeated Louis Tilley, National Guard Army, Lakeland, Florida. On May the 13th, 1967, it's the Great Malenko and Ronnie Garvin versus Terry Funk and Sam Steamboat. Sam Steamboat, awesome. Polo Grounds in West Palm Beach, Florida on May 22nd, 1967, it's Sputnik and Rocket Monroe defeating Lester Welch and Terry Funk in a 2 out of 3 fall match. Then we head to the Miami Beach Auditorium, Miami Beach, Florida, on May the 24th, 1967. Jose Lothario and Terry Funk versus the Monroe, Sputnik, and Rocket. Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Coliseum, Jacksonville, Florida, on June the 1st, 1967. It's the Great Malenko, Sputnik, and Rocket Monroe defeating Jose Lothario, Walter McDaniel, and Terry Funk in a elimination match. Polo Grounds in West Palm Beach, Florida, on June the 12th, 1967. Sputnik and Rocket Monroe, along with the gentleman Saul Weingroff, defeated Jose Lothario, Lester Welch, and Terry Funk. Back at the National Guard Army in Lakeland, Florida, on June the 17th in 1967, it's Duke Kamuka versus Terry Funk. Kia Mocha. And would you like that with cream or sugar? Yeah. Then in this, as Terry Funk would then return back to Texas, and he heads back there to the Fair Park Arena in Abilene on July the 17th, 1967. It's Dory and Terry Funk defeating Waldo Von Erich and Sonny Myers. Ector County Coliseum, Odessa, Texas, on July the 25th, 1967. It's Terry Funk, Jerry Kozak, and Luis Hernandez defeating Thunderbolt Patterson, the Medic, Jack Kane, and Ken Ramey in a 4-on-3 handicap match. Sports Arena, Amarillo, Texas, on July the 27th, 1967. Terry Funk and Ricky Romero defeats the Duke and Medic #1, Fair Park Arena, Abilene, Texas, on July the 31st, 1967. Thunderbolt Patterson defeats Terry Funk by disqualification.
That is, I believe, part 2. Terry Funk. Part 3 company. Terry Funk really had a tremendous career. And look at the people that he got to wrestle against and why he became one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. If you enjoyed this video, give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the page. Go one step further, hit that notification bell. And watch the video that is right below us right now. And it's another Terry Funk part 1. Of Terry Funk. We'll see you in the next video right here on Pro Wrestling Inside Out.